Yo, what is UP Bieber Beat fam? Get ready, because we're dropping straight fire today with breaking news that's gonna blow your minds. First up, we're diving deep into the gridiron with Chris Brown, who's not just singing but talking football. He's dropping some serious predictions about his team's playoff chances, and we've got the inside scoop straight from his latest press conference. Is this a new career path or just a passionate fan? We're breaking it all down. Next, we're rewinding the tape to the absolute beginning of a music phenomenon. We're talking about the track that launched 1,000 ships, the song that put a young Chris Brown on the map. Run It! This wasn't just a hit, it was a declaration of stardom, and we're digging into the genius behind its creation and how a 16-year-old became an R&B legend overnight. Get ready for the origin story. And speaking of Chris Brown's personal life, we've got a prediction from a man who knows him best. Eric Bellinger, Chris Brown's trusted writer, is weighing in on when we might see Chris Brown walking down the aisle. Will he tie the knot anytime soon, or is marriage still a distant dream? Eric is spilling the tea, and his take might surprise you. Finally, we're heading to the talk show circuit where Sherri Shepherd is making waves. She's openly stated her desire to have Chris Brown on her show, even knowing the massive backlash it could cause. What's her strategy for handling such a controversial guest? We've got the details on Sherri Shepherd's bold move and her unique approach to interviewing. Don't go anywhere. Hit that like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Coach Brown's playoff predictions. Fort Hays State Tiger football coach Chris Brown isn't just talking music, he's talking touchdowns. In a recent press conference, Brown, alongside players Josh Shaw and Gavin Mayers, expressed his confidence, stating, "I still think this is a playoff team." This bold declaration comes as the Tigers prepare to host Missouri Western State this Saturday. Is this a sign of a new passion for coaching, or just the competitive spirit of a multi-talented artist? We're dissecting his comments and what they mean for the team's season. Fans and analysts alike are buzzing about Coach Brown's surprisingly strong words. The Tigers' performance this season will be closely watched, with many eager to see if Brown's confidence translates to on-field success. Could this be the start of a dual career? But the action doesn't stop on the football field. We're about to dive into the music that made Chris Brown a global superstar. Next, we're uncovering the story behind his chart-topping debut single, Run It. The birth of a superstar, Run It. Remember the song that made you move, the track that launched a legend? We're talking about Chris Brown's debut single, Run It. This 2005 smash hit wasn't just a song. It was a career-defining moment for a then 16-year-old from Virginia. With its infectious beats and catchy hooks, Run It catapulted Chris Brown to international fame, topping the Billboard Hot 100 for 5 weeks and making him one of the youngest solo artists to achieve such a monumental feat. The production, a collaboration between Sean Garrett and the legendary Scott Storch, was meticulously crafted, with Storch promising to make Brown a superstar. Despite initial doubts from Brown himself, who was still learning the ropes of the music industry, the track's unique crunk and B sound, repetitive chants, and the dynamic interplay between Brown's vocals and Jules Santana's rap proved irresistible. The song not only dominated charts in the US, but also achieved success globally, earning multi-platinum status and laying the foundation for an album that debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200. The impact of Run It is undeniable, with over 220 million views on YouTube, underscoring its enduring legacy and cementing Chris Brown's place as an R&B icon. From chart-topping hits to personal predictions, the conversation around Chris Brown continues to heat up. Next, we're getting the inside scoop on his marital future from a close confidant. Eric Bellinger's wedding prediction for Chris Brown. Will Chris Brown be walking down the aisle anytime soon? According to Eric Bellinger, his go-to songwriter and close friend, don't hold your breath. Bellinger, who is currently promoting his new album, It All Makes Sense, shared his thoughts on Breezy's marital status, suggesting that marriage isn't on the horizon for the R&B superstar anytime in the near future. This comes as a relief to many of Chris Brown's devoted fans, particularly his female fanbase, who might prefer he remain single. Bellinger's insights into Brown's personal life are always a hot topic, and this latest prediction is no exception. While fans eagerly await new music and possibly wedding bells, Bellinger's words offer a glimpse into the current state of Chris Brown's personal life, a assuring his admirers that he's not settling down just yet. The music world is abuzz with anticipation for both Bellinger's new Afrobeats-infused album and the ongoing speculation about Chris Brown's future. Speaking of future plans and potential public appearances, one TV host is ready to take on the challenge. Next up, we're exploring Sherri Shepherd's surprising willingness to interview Chris Brown. Sherri Shepherd's bold interview offer to Chris Brown. In a move that's sure to spark debate, TV personality Sherri Shepherd has expressed her openness to having Chris Brown on her talk show. Despite acknowledging the significant backlash this could generate due to Brown's controversial past, including the highly publicized 2009 incident with Rihanna and subsequent allegations, Shepherd remains willing to extend an invitation. She emphasized her approach to interviewing, stating she doesn't have a journalism degree and would prefer a candid conversation over an interrogation. Shepherd drew parallels to her interview with Jonathan Majors, where she focused on hearing his side of the story amidst his own controversies. Her philosophy centers on providing an impartial platform for guests, allowing them to speak freely. This stance suggests that if Chris Brown were to appear on her show, Shepherd would aim for an open dialogue, giving him a chance to share his perspective without aggressive questioning. The public reaction to this potential interview is already divided, with some supporting Shepherd's inclusive approach and others questioning the decision to give Brown a platform. What a whirlwind of news! We've covered sports, music history, personal predictions, and bold TV moves. Now, let's quickly recap the biggest stories of the day. And that's a wrap on today's Bieber Beat. We heard Chris Brown's bold playoff predictions for his football team, revisited the iconic launch of his career with Run It, got a spicy prediction from Eric Bellinger about Chris Brown's marriage plans, and learned about Sherri Shepherd's surprising willingness to interview Chris Brown. What a show! Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the Bieber Beat for all the hottest updates, hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat, drop a comment below with your thoughts on today's stories, and follow us on all social media platforms for even more exclusive content. We'll see you next time.